Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, it is the 10th of July, 2025, and there is a lot happening in regards to Ripple and XRP, and Brad Garlinghouse presenting to the US Senate last night here in Australia. It's quite fascinating. We're going to watch all of that on X. There's a lot of content out there. And of course, the partnership with Ripple and BNY Mellon is enormous for Ripple's stablecoin. We've also got Australia launching its central bank digital currency tests right now, which is quite interesting, as if we need any more surveillance in Australia. We're the most highly taxed country and regulated in the world. We're going to go through Tron as well. That's an interesting one here. The founder obviously is backing, or I should say, is it Justin Sun? Yes. That is backing President Donald Trump's coin with $100 million. That is significant. We're going to go through IBIT and have a quick read over this and what that fund actually does. And of course, USDT holds a significant amount of gold, which I thought was quite fascinating and interesting. And of course, EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. I did put up a video today on X and of course on my YouTube channel, because I did receive quite a disturbing email from a client that had some issues with some deposits onto EarnCurve, and that was in relation to them withdrawing from Swyftx, the second largest crypto exchange here in Australia. It was pretty poor form. The comments that I read, basically was said by Swyftx. Again, in Australia, there's this thing called tall poppy syndrome. Unfortunately, it's just something we have to deal with here. If anyone does anything out of the norm or tries to create some sort of competition, everything tries to get pulled down here. It's just a sad state of affairs, really, when you think about it. But basically, one of their customer service agents was calling EarnCurve a scam, and was quite disappointed and surprised to hear that. And that is because that user was taking funds from their Swyftx account, depositing into EarnCurve to trade on EarnCurve. And I was, again, quite surprised to see that comment made from Swyftx customer support. So, again, I would never make comments like that to anyone, and I just wouldn't do that. That's just not who I am. So, either way, I did send the CEO of Swyftx an email requesting a cease and desist, because it is quite damaging and it's not true. So they're false and misleading allegations that were made in that email. So again, EarnCurve is a fully registered crypto exchange here in Australia, fully compliant. It took me months and months and months to get that registration through AusTrack, and by no means is that, of course, some sort of promotion. It is real. It is completely legitimate. EarnCurve is not a scam, guys. And again, I built this and did everything on my own and had to learn and basically do a university degree to get this to this point. And of course, I couldn't have done it without all of your support. So again, thank you very much to all of you that have supported me and backed me and believed my vision with EarnCurve. And thank you to all of you that are trading on the platform. That's the most important thing. And using, of course, the technology, which is artificial intelligence on the platform. But again, I won't tolerate comments and slanderous comments like that when they're not true. So again, that cease and desist letter, or I should say email to the CEO of Swyftx went out this afternoon. So we'll keep everyone posted on that. But guys, rest assured, everything is fine and safe on here. And of course, if you have any issues, you can email me at any time. I will get back to you. I have been emailing everyone back and assisting where where there's an issue. So please feel free to obviously use the exchange. Now, that's out of the way. Let's get into the video. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see right here on my channel, 5 years, I love documenting my journey with investing, with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting pretty wild in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I am a crypto exchange founder. So please be careful out there. My number one golden rule is I never invest more than I can afford to lose, because you can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and, of course, any other investment. So, of course, do your own research and, of course, be careful out there. All right. Now, let's get to the post tab. I'm not going to dwell on what happened this afternoon, but again, it is very frustrating. And again, it happens, unfortunately, in Australia. But anyway, we move forward. That is the goal. Sorry, there's some issue with plumbing in this office that's driving me nuts at the moment. We have top altcoins. We're going to get to in a second, but Bitcoin did break its all-time high, the 112,000 US dollars, which is pretty incredible to see that. And I believe this is just the beginning, to be honest. And again, yes, the grid bots on EarnCurve are doing incredibly well, honestly, because the market's rising. The bots are, taking profits and trading non-stop, which is amazing. So that's pretty incredible stuff. Coming over to Coin Marketcap today. Let me just refresh this because my computer's having a moment. It does this sometimes. We have a total crypto market cap today of $3.47 trillion, $146 billion in volume, which again is really nice to see that. Once we get above that $150 to $200 billion in volume, that's when we're going to start seeing things go absolutely crazy. Coming down, we have ETF flow, $410 million in net flow, which is remarkable to see that. We're on 58, which is neutral still, and 28 out of 100, the Bitcoin season index. Now, again, I do have my watch lists right here. I do apologize about that noise. There's something going on with the plumbing in here in the building. Coming down here, let's go to market cap. Top gainers in the last 24 hours. In my portfolio, there was Reef, which is up 39%. I'm still holding and bullish on Reef. I have been bullish on that for a few years now. We have Sui up 10%, Stellar, Hedera up to 17 cents, Harmony 1, which is interesting, Immutable X and XDC are the top gainers in my portfolio. Coming over here, though, I do have, of course, my banking coins. Everyone knows that I've been bullish on banking coins, gosh, for nearly 5.5 years now, which is unbelievable. Top gainers in here, we have, of course, Energy Web Token. They are tokenizing carbon credits. And, of course, by 2030, that is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Stellar, I'm bullish on Stellar, Hedera, IOTA, WorldCoin, Algorand, XDC, Ethereum, AVAX, Cardano, XRP, Nexus, Solana, LCX, which is tokenizing diamonds. They are a crypto exchange, but they are tokenizing diamonds. Quant, very bullish on Quant, which is doing nicely as well. Casper, Solargenic as well, up 53% in the last 7 days, which is huge. And, of course, Bitcoin, Chainlink, and Flare. And these other ones, Constellation DAG, that one's been a bit quiet. No one really speaks about that, but they are working with the US Air Force, I believe, because of their security protocol. So it's pretty incredible stuff. Crypto bubbles on the day. Biggest gainer here, as I can see, is Pengu. I mean, 74%, 25 on the week, and 34 today alone is quite insane when you think about that. And again, that's due to the ETF application that's pending with the SEC at the moment. It just blows my mind that there is a meme coin as well that's going to be part of this game. XLM, 10.4%, 235% on the year. In actual fact, if we come to the year, XRP's risen 463% this year, which is mind-blowing. Virtual's up 5,500%. I don't know, I guess, too much about this one, but wow, that is just an insane gain. Sui, I'm bullish on Sui. I remember listening to Raoul Powell a couple of years ago now on this, and that's up 338%, which is insane. XDC is 151%. I'm bullish on XDC and Dogecoin as well. I still hold on to some Doge, 69%. I did sell off. I mean, the previous bull market, this reached around about 60 cents USD, about 80 Australian dollars at the peak in 2021, I believe it was. And gosh, I took profits and moved it into Bitcoin, but I'm still holding, Dogecoin in the portfolio. So there you go. Biggest gainers in the last year. And XLM also up 235%, as I mentioned, which is pretty crazy. Tether's gold is interesting, though. That's up 40.4%. This one's an interesting one here. So I'm keeping a close eye on that because gold's just gone parabolic. And being in the jewelry business myself, like it's just skyrocketed in value. But anyway, moving on, Earn Curve. Yes, my spot crypto exchange, fully regulated here in Australia. If you haven't gone to register an account, go do that. Now, coming over here to the summary page so everyone can see once you've registered and set up your two-factor authentication, and most importantly, KYC'd, upload driver's license, passport, government-issued ID, and a utility bill with your address. That's important, and you will get access to the cheapest trading fees in the country. All right. Now, coming over here, I just want to clarify because obviously, I'm very big on XRP and the XRP army. You need to be aware that once you deposit into, of course, your XRP wallet and you've generated that wallet address, you will need to put a tag in here, okay? So just bear that in mind. There is, of course, your deposit address. That's your wallet on EarnCurve. Again, it's all on the blockchain. You can see that. And the tag. So when you're depositing from, Swyftx or CoinSpot or Coinbase or IBIT or Kraken or Trezor or Ledger, wherever you've got your cryptocurrencies into EarnCurve, make sure, and especially if it's XRP, make sure that you put the tag in the memo. So there's a memo tag there when you deposit from an exchange. Make sure you put that because that will automatically go into your account. I've had some issues where people haven't done that and I've had to locate those funds and just been a bit tricky, but we obviously resolve those. So make sure you put in your tag when depositing XRP. And of course here, you can see here only deposit of 1 XRP or more will be accepted. So make sure that, it's not just 1 XRP. I know a few people are testing, which is totally cool. I'm using USDT, of course. You can see here my deposits into the exchange and the trading. You can deposit USDT on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, TRC20 or Polygon. So make sure you select the right network and of course your sending network from the exchange or wallet, wherever you've got those USDT sitting, make sure that you send it on the correct network. Okay, I don't want it getting lost because if it's been sent on the wrong network, it will be lost. It's just, what's happens in crypto if you're not paying attention. Make sure you read the correct network and wallet address. And of course you can deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, TRX, and Matic. Okay. Now, again, also just to clarify, if you're looking for that deposit into EarnCurve, you come over to history, and again, this is only if it hasn't arrived. You come over to the history tab right here. As you can see, you got history, order history, and deposits. Click deposits, check deposit status. Okay, click this. Again, you will have received a transaction ID from your withdrawing exchange, or of course the EarnCurve exchange, because it can be pending. Make sure you paste that in here, select the cryptocurrency. Now again, if I select XRP as an example, come down here, the network is going to be XRP. The transaction ID, you paste your wallet address on EarnCurve, which you've just generated previously, and your tag. Make sure you put the wallet tag, again, the memo tag for your XRP transaction in here. That will trace it and track it and deposit those funds because there's a lot of people depositing and withdrawing all the time. So make sure you put that in there. And again, you can select and check USDT as an example. The network, TRC20, your transaction ID, USDT network, TRC20 or Ethereum or whatever network you've sent it on, and your wallet address, and those funds will be deposited straight into your account. So make sure you keep record of those. All right, any issues, just send me an email, but that's how you check and make sure your deposit goes in. And of course, if you want to withdraw, you can do that as well. It's whatever you like, but I'm just showing you some options here. Coming over to trade. Again, as you can see right here, I am trading XRP on this particular account with the grid bots. Let me just bring it up here. XRP coming over here. And you can see all of the open and buying and selling orders right here in the order book. It has been trading non-stop. As you can see right here, we've had significant amount of trades on the 8th of July, the 9th of July, and the 10th of July. Pretty incredible stuff right here. Now, coming over to Octobot. Now, I should say that if you want to create your API key, I'm also getting a few questions. You come over to, of course, your account tab up in the right-hand corner. You click API key. Now, for those of you that haven't generated this yet, you need your two-factor authentication. You can generate one easily. There's actually, it says generate API key right here. I'm not going to zoom in because it's got my API key for one of the accounts here. Generate API key. Come here. You can name it Octobot EarnCurve, and you can generate bang, and it will generate you an API key. Now, make sure you copy the API key and the secret key to either an email or a Word document. Keep it off on a separate document because you're going to need that. Then you're going to select reading wallets, trading, and any IP address. Now, when you click trading, because that's unchecked, once you click that, it will ask you for your two-factor authentication code to obviously activate trading, which is what you need for Octobot, okay? Now, again, you've already copied, like I just said, API key and secret key on another document or an email, all right? Then, obviously, once you've got that set up, it will go through. You come over to Octobot, and now, obviously, register here. It's $9.99 USD a month, which is nothing. I spend more on coffee a day, to be honest with you, which is ridiculous. I need to cut back for sure. Come over to the little gear icon right here. You go exchange accounts. As you can see, I've got 3 EarnCurve accounts. Come up to the little blue tick right, or the cross right here. You come down to exchange. You go to EarnCurve, Octobot, EarnCurve. Right there, paste your API key in there and your secret key and click save. It will turn green. Now, I just want to say as well, as you can see right here, this is how you can activate multiple bots on EarnCurve with Octobot. Okay, so on EarnCurve, you can register multiple accounts. This only works for Gmail. So as an example, you put a +1 or a +2, +3 at gmail.com. Okay, so that's how you're able to open multiple accounts on EarnCurve and multiple grid trading or crypto baskets. So you can do multiple things, okay, which is something we're working on. Again, this is just a workaround that's temporary and it works. I've done it, as you can see right here. This one here, of course, is a +1 at gmail.com, and this is a +2. So again, it could be EarnCurve account +2 at gmail.com. That's the second account, all right? Pretty straightforward. Make sure you register that and do the same thing with the API key on each account on EarnCurve. I know it's a bit tricky, but we're working on that at the moment. Once you got that set up, it will turn green. You come over here, and of course, you can see the trading bots. You come over, sorry, let me just bring up to the little robot, sorry. Come here, you can see that these bots are trading. One of them's made 18.9% return. These ones down here on XRP, 3.8% return and 3.3% return on Solana. These trade the markets, grid trading, non-stop, all the time. And this is what I do. I love with this technology. You just leave it and do its thing. Now, of course, if you come over to the little squares on the left-hand side here, you can literally generate your strategy with artificial intelligence. That is completely up to you. Create me a grid bot using, grid bot with XRP USDT, 16 buy orders and 16 sell orders. I'm only showing you as an example on EarnCurve. Bang. And again, this is with the artificial intelligence, and no other crypto exchange has this incredible technology. As you can see, 117.6 USDT required, and the bot will operate within a price range of approximately $2.29 to $2.61, extended by trailing up. So again, if the market moves, it's going to be self-adjusting. This is artificial intelligence for cryptocurrency on EarnCurve and Octobot. Really, really cool stuff, okay? Now, you can also use the pre-built strategies, all right? The other cool feature about this is you come over to the little compass symbol right here. You go to strategies, come up to exchanges, go to EarnCurve, and of course, you can choose to trade these pre-built strategies. And of course, these have like a minimum of 100 USDT, and the reason being is because the bot needs enough liquidity to trade for you. That's it. And again, this is all done within your own exchange, not depositing into Octobot. It's simply within your own exchange. Okay, people need to understand that. You can click Solana, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin. Let's have a look here, Cardano as well, ETH, and again, you can build your own strategies. But these pre-built strategies are what I'm actually running at the moment here. Okay, so just letting everyone know, and they're trading for me, and they're making gains. And again, the market moves, these trade for you. So that's insane. All right, pretty cool. Now, that is it for EarnCurve, and of course all of that integration. It's a long video, guys, but I had to tell everyone what's going on and how to do this because there's a bit of confusion about it, but it's all working perfectly, and I'm really, really excited to bring you some further updates in relation to this with Octobot. Working on multi-bots at the moment, meaning on one account for EarnCurve, you can run crypto baskets, you can run grid bots, and of course the new ones that are coming out very soon are the dollar cost averaging bots as well, which I love. Been using dollar cost averaging bots for a very long time on multiple other exchanges. So really excited to bring this stuff to you. All right, so make sure you go register an account on EarnCurve. Now, we're going to watch some interviews with Brad Garlinghouse, but we do have Australia launching a central bank digital currency, which is interesting. And the launch of its new experimental phase, including central bank digital currencies, stablecoins, and bank deposit tokens, to explore the potential of digital money in the wholesale financial markets. The trial marks the second phase of Project Acacia, a joint initiative between the RBA and Digital Finance Cooperative Research Centre, launched in November last year. And the goal is to understand how central bank digital currencies and tokenization could improve efficiency within Australian financial markets. The RBA needs to drop the interest rates in this country because a lot of people are struggling and they just keep holding on. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but they need to drop the interest rates. It's out of control. Anyway, I'm not going to get into a whole rant about this, but again, central bank digital currencies, I know that the Trump administration has worked very hard to not allow central bank digital currencies, but anyway, Australia is moving on with their pilot program, which is really frustrating. We have Justin Sun is making waves with a $100 million commitment to Trump Coin, a meme coin inspired by President Donald Trump's MAGA movement, which is interesting. And Justin Sun shared on X, positioning the token as a key part of his broader strategy to drive ecosystem growth and bring political identity into crypto spotlight. I don't know, man. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. Fascinating. IBIT as well. This is an interesting one. Is a physically backed spot Bitcoin ETF launched on January 5th last year, 2024. It is a stated goal is to reflect generally the performance of the price of Bitcoin. In practice, IBIT holds actual Bitcoin in custody via a third-party custodian, Coinbase, that shares trade on NASDAQ under the ticker IBIT. Let me know in the comments if you're actually invested in this. The structure lets US investors gain exposure to Bitcoin within regular brokerage and retirement accounts. Rather than buying crypto directly, the fund charges 0.25% management fee and has no dividend distributions. I like dividends because, again, I'm 37 years old and I need cash flow at my age. And, of course, a lot of people need cash flow, but it's good for a diversified portfolio, not financial advice. But look at this. And, again, it simply accumulates Bitcoin price changes. By mid-2025, IBIT ETF became the largest Bitcoin ETF as of July 9th. It held over $77.5 billion in assets under management. Can you imagine when all of these 70 ETF applications get approved at the SEC? Just saying. We do have Tether has stockpiled nearly 80 tons of gold, valued at approximately $8 billion, into a secret vault in Switzerland. The gold reserve represents less than 5% of Tether's total USDT reserves, more than $159 billion. The timing aligns with gold's rally of over 38% in the last year, which is crazy. And it's raising demand as a safe haven asset. Despite this move, Tether continues to face criticism for its lack of full independent audit, which is interesting. So they're holding $8 billion, again, of gold in a vault in Switzerland. Wow. Coming over to X. Thank you to those 9,020 people. You guys absolutely rock. Let's have a listen to, of course, Brad Garlinghouse here. This is awesome.
Stablecoin joining us first on CNBC. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. It's a nice shot, Brad. It suits you well. You're looking very, very even presidential almost. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Good to be back on Squawk Box.
You need a custodian for your stablecoin. Why BNY?
Well, look, I think as the crypto industry has emerged from kind of the last administration where the industry was being attacked, working with the most trusted, the most, well-regulated, and even the best capitalized partners is a way to continue to build trust in this system. And stablecoins at their core, by their nature, it's a dollar backed with a dollar in deposits. BNY Mellon has, for a very long time been amongst the most trusted partners out there for as a custody bank. So we're really pleased. I think it's indicative of the shift of tide where we've had headwinds for this industry are now becoming tailwinds. I think we're going to see a lot of growth.
I mean, all the way back to that duel, I think, right? Is that Bank of New York? I think, yeah, Alexander Hamilton. It goes back a ways, doesn't it?
That one goes way back. I didn't put a number out there because I wasn't sure how many years it's been. But the BNY Mellon, we feel very lucky to be partnered with them, and we think, again, building trust for the whole industry And having RLUSD, our stablecoin, which just passed $500 million of market cap, we launched only about 6 months ago. So we're really pleased with that trend line and feel like this will only continue to build that trust.
It's small compared to some of your competitors, though, at this point. How does that factor into how you approach the whole stablecoin industry?
So the stablecoin industry is about $250 billion today. You know, many people think it'll be between 1 and 2 trillion in a handful of years. The growth behind it has been profound. We joined the market kind of late, partly because we were using stablecoins in our payment flows for our institutional customers. As you probably know, Ripple at its core has been a payments company and solving a cross-border payments problem. We use stablecoins, we use XRP where it makes sense. And stablecoins, when we were using that, we were a big part of activity for us. We were minting a lot, and we thought we can participate in this market, given our institutional background, given the fact we've leaned into compliance and been very regulated. We have over 60 global licenses to participate in these markets. So we feel like the growth ahead will serve us well as we continue to serve that institutional client.
This doesn't. You still want a banking license, right? Even though you have this deal with BNY.
Well, yes is the short answer. We have pursued and requested application to apply for an OCC license as well as a Fed master account. We think that the key here for crypto and the kind of decentralized finance, as many people call it, Ripple has been building bridges between traditional finance and decentralized finance. The world isn't going to be taken over by crypto. Instead, we think about how do we take the best of what crypto brings in facilitating faster, cheaper transactions and bring it to traditional finance. That's been at the heart of what Ripple has been focused on from the beginning. This is a step towards that, and certainly getting an OCC license, for those that have said that the crypto world wants to be unregulated, whatever, the opposite is true. You know, I'm here in Washington in part, as you referenced, there's a Senate Banking Committee hearing today. We are advocating as an industry to be regulated. And those that, like Ripple, who have stepped forward and said we want to get an OCC license, in addition to the licenses we have with the New York Department of Financial Services, it only continues to augment that very robust, very compliance-first, trusted partner so that we can continue to use these technologies to benefit consumers and businesses alike.
What an incredible interview. I think he's awesome. Again, very, very bullish on Ripple. Now, we can have a quick listen to this outtake. Again, the complete video is quite long, but we'll have a listen to this.
Across our 15 offices worldwide. We were founded more than a decade ago with a mission to enable the Internet of Value, a world where money moves like information does today. We build software products that power cross-border payments, stablecoins, and digital custody. Ripple helps financial institutions reduce friction, unlock efficiencies, and serve their customers better. These are not abstract concepts. We work every day with banks that rely on our technology to deliver real results in the global economy.
Now, I'm not going to play all of it, but you just heard him there. Again, real world utility. This is my primary focus right here. That is the truth. And that is pretty much it. You can go watch all of the interviews, of course, and all of this Senate Banking Committee on X, guys. But that is it for today. Long video, 28 minutes is huge. Make sure you go register with EarnCurve. And, of course, KYC, ladies and gentlemen, because the technology that is implemented on EarnCurve is amazing. And, yes, you can trade XRP. Anyway, I'm out. Make sure you have a good night, good afternoon, and good morning. And if it's morning, have a shot of espresso for me. Stay safe out there and stay positive, guys. Thank you very much for all of your support with EarnCurve, all right? Peace. Bye.